My name is Jennifer McHugh. I have rented from Homes First for, it will be going on 5 years in October. We were facing homelessness because the house that we were renting, the owner decided to sell it and we had 30 days to find somewhere else to live. A community reached out, and when they found out that we were in need of housing, they started looking for us, and they came across Homes First, and luckily, thank God, they had this one and only house, and it was the first time they had had a house available for rent in years. I have 8 beautiful children. My oldest is 17. I have a 4-year-old who's very adventurous. We'll just leave it at that.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Not yet, the 16th, baby, but thank you.
My mom said that we were gonna have a lot of siblings. I thought she meant like I would have 2 or 3 siblings. But I'm honestly happy that that wasn't the case, because now if some of them are gone, there's still so many to play with.
I also work full-time, and I also have my mom who's 75 that I also help assist in living. I work for a motel. I have a lot of families right now that are in there because both parents are working, but they can't afford rent. I wake up every morning knowing that there's a roof on my head. As long as I can go to work and I pay my bills, I have what I need. And I'm able to afford mine because it actually is affordable. We would have been homeless if it wasn't for them. And a lot of places don't take a family my size. My kids truly are a blessing to me. They make my whole world go round. So.
She's a very nice mom. I guess I'm just really happy to have a mom, honestly.
I love that.
We get to feel like we're at home and not just have a home in general, so.
1, go! Don't run into her! Good job.
Hi, my name is Kirsten Winter. I live in Olympia, Washington. I became familiar with Homes First when my father was moving here from Norwich after a pretty significant illness. He had gallstones and his gallbladder burst, and he kept getting worse. He had necrotizing pancreatitis. It was clear he could not live by himself that far away from anyone that could help him any longer. And I was lucky enough to stumble upon a Homes First apartment. It was pretty clear to me that I had about a 48-hour turnaround time to snag that before it was gone. I knew my father's income level would qualify him as he was in subsidized housing in Connecticut. And the people at Homes First were just so kind and gave us the keys ahead of time. We were very lucky to get that unit for him. It was perfect. He joked with his friends that he was moving out to Olympia, Washington to grow up with his granddaughter.
And my favorite subject, my granddaughter, Enora. Golly, she was just about 4.5 years, maybe. She's 10 now. I've been here a long time, and I like it.
And for my daughter, he was really her only grandparent. He loved being her grandfather. He took tons of pictures of her. There's pictures of her in his little Me and Grandpa book, checking out books in her red-eyed tree frog costume. And it's a picture of him holding her. They used to go on walks and adventures. And this is at his house. And you can see his photography bag. He was obsessive about his photography. He never went anywhere without a camera. He loved that apartment. He loved his neighbors. He liked his gardening. He liked to take pictures of the flowers. He loved all the little shops and local places and eateries downtown. He was so much happier. My dad was there for almost 9 years. He passed on the 26th of June, but they allowed me to pay another month's rent at the discounted rate. And I asked them at one point, I was like, okay, are you being extra nice to me because my father passed? And they're like, no, this is how things go when people move out of Homes First apartments. We understand. And they were just so compassionate. And so to see a program like this that really is client-centered, really understands their clientele, that really helps pull people out of homelessness or out of whatever situation they were in into real stable housing.
Whenever we have something that goes wrong, they're right on it. If I have any kind of issues or questions or problems, they're there. They are a huge asset to a lot of people. And I think and I wish there was more of them. People need to understand that people struggle. People who donate to places or they help find properties for places like Homes First to Own are making more of an impact that lead to amazing changes in people's lives. So if it wasn't for Homes First, once again, we probably wouldn't have anywhere to be right now.
You need to support agencies like Home First that will get people into real housing, because their name says it. Until you have a home first, you can't do other things. You have to treat humans like humans, and they get that.
This is my daughter. Very late 70s. It is just a wonderful childhood picture. I'm so pleased. I'm pretty pleased with my daughter too. So it's cameras, smiles, and laughters, and walking around looking at the world when I can.